Hello YouTube, this is Darkon633 and we're taking a look at another Star Wars Rogue One toy review. This time we're going to take a look at the 3 3/4 inch basic line Stormtrooper from the main line of Star Wars Rogue One. Now what's cool about this Stormtrooper is that the expanded universe piece that it comes with is actually something that actually works a lot better than some of the others I've seen in the line already. But anyways, before we get on to the figure, we're going to take a look at the box. The box just shows a really nice artwork for the standard Imperial Stormtrooper. On the back it just shows the bio as normal and just how the app works. I don't really like how these boxes are like. While the front artwork still is maintained like how we've seen in Force Awakens, the back of the box is even more bland than what we've seen with that line. Anyways, I'll take a look at the figure itself. Since it is of the 5 points of articulation range, we'll just quickly go over it. The head is on a ball joint, can look up and down a bit, and left and right. Okay. He does have swivels at the shoulders on both sides. And same thing with the hips, and he can go into a pretty decent sitting position, so that's good. Now, as I mentioned before, he does have this really nice extra accessory, and that's because what it comes with is this removable chest panel. So now, he will become a sand trooper, and I think that's really cool, and it really helps for those who are really want to army build a bunch of these Stormtroopers. Now you don't need to get 2 separate figures to do that. You could just mix and match if you wish to. Now one thing I don't like about it is that because this armor itself has a gimmick, the gimmick itself is pretty cool, and although it doesn't work the best, it is pretty nice to actually see in hand. Now the main reason why it's annoying is because the pauldron just stopped halfway, and I think that looks kind of ugly, at least from the side. It's okay when you look at it in the front, although it does make his body look a little bit too bulky. He does come with the standard blaster that all these Stormtroopers come with, and it actually stays on really nicely. I think once again Hasbro has done a much better with the QC in the way that the hands hold the weapons, so that's cool. Now the main gimmick of the Stormtrooper is that when you press this piece in the chest here, the armor will fly off. Now for some reason mine must be having some problems because this piece likes to pop up quite a lot and it doesn't really work as well as it should. But anyways, basically what you're going to do is hold on to the figure, press this, and the armor blasts off. And underneath, we have battle damage, scars all over the armor there. So that's actually really cool that they designed it like that. Obviously, you can remove it, so now you can just have a regular Stormtrooper otherwise. So I think they did a fantastic job in just the overall sculpt of the Stormtrooper. Just as a comparison, here he is next to the First Order Stormtrooper, which is actually quite different when you put them together. This regular Stormtroopers didn't have as much black outlines throughout the suit, and it just looks a little bit more standard rather than this having a little bit more stylized due to all the extra colors. Here he is next to the Heavy Gunner Trooper, so that's interesting. And here he is next to an older Sand Trooper, which I got from the Vintage Collection years ago. The only thing I don't like about this figure is that he does have the spread out legs, so that's why I still like the new one, even though it's not super articulated. So this is still pretty cool otherwise. But anyways, I think this is still a really fantastic figure, and while it does still maintain the 5 points of articulation, it may not be the best figure for a lot of older Star Wars fans who prefer figures to have a ton of articulation in this scale. I think this looks nice on display, especially when you just put a ton of them together, and I think it's a really decent troop builder, and Hasbro did a fantastic job releasing this. I know Hasbro has been releasing Stormtroopers, even non-movie years, throughout many lines, but I think this is still a really nice trooper to get a hold of, especially if you want to make a display for Star Wars Rogue One. I got this at Toysrus along with several other items from the Force Friday or Rogue Friday event this year, and I think this is still a really nice trooper to get a hold of. Anyways, please comment and subscribe, and check out Hero Club and the other channels down below. Don't forget to check me on Twitter under Darkon633, and I'm back with more Star Wars reviews. But for now, I'll be seeing you YouTube. Bye.